Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at a new app from Blue Mangoo. Yes. So this is called Visual Mixer, and this gives you a way to mix like never before on your iPad. It's a visual mixer. So you can see from this. Now I'm giving you this demonstration of what you can do kind of thing, and then I'll show you exactly how you set this up. It's super easy. Okay, so you will see that if I select this, which is my mic, we can move me around the stereo field like this and decrease or increase the volume to suit. So this means that whatever you have linked to Visual Mixer, you have control. Now, the mic is a mono input, so I have it set to mono. Okay, because mono and stereo, the way it works is slightly different. It doesn't really matter for this. You also have whatever is selected here. So if it was selected the Ruse Maker or the Moog Model D or Noir, you will see that like play beat here, which I have selected, I have named play beat. Noir, which is mono, I've set to mono. Moog, which is stereo, I've set to stereo. So whatever Ruse, and you can see there's a little line that divides the little cursor if it's mono or stereo sort of thing like that. Can see, but I've got the mic set at mono because it is a mono, and I have it set in the center. Okay, so let's see, and then you can also mute. So there's a little session here, and the bass line is playing the Moog, and then this Rosetta Rhythm is playing this Ruse Maker, and then Noir is playing itself, and then we have play beat, which is just gonna keep changing these 3 samples every 2 passes. If you watched my play beat video the other night, you'll know what I mean. And then we have my mic channel here, which we have a Bruce Free on to kill the noise, and then also it goes to the mixer. Now, you don't have to open up all of these visual mixers. Any of them will do at the same, at once, and it will. This is what makes it so cool. You can mix just from one instance, but as long as you've got a visual mixer in each of the channels, then you're good to go sort of thing. And because it's a mixer, it's not an effect. You don't really need to, it could be before, it could be after like this. It don't matter where it is. So let's play this little piece here, which is just like an electronic flippy thing. Let's go to Visual Mixer. And we can open or, resize. So this is play beat. Let's mute that. There's some more settings here, and it's stereo, so we can increase the stereo width. Sorry, I've muted play beats, haven't I? Silly boy. Right, hang on. Leave that there. Let's listen to the Moog. Let's just solo that. So let's alter what the Ruse Maker is playing here, the Ruse Maker FM. and also the bass line. Let's change noir. So it's very easy to set up. To save me having to set up a new microphone channel, what I shall do is just remove all the other channels and then quickly show you how you can set up your visual mixer. Now, I think that people are going to love this because it's super cool, because you can see exactly how to mix and place whatever you want in the stereo field. So we'll just do it with two, okay? Because otherwise it's going to get too confusing. I'll have a MIDI track because I haven't got a controller plugged in, so we can get we'll get something to play something. Let's just choose excuse me, an instrument here to start with, and we'll have I don't know. I'll just have we'll have an iFretless bass, since it's another Blue Mangoo app here. And also in this one, we've got audio unit extension, and we shall put another one, iFretless sax. And we shall wait till that opens there. What we shall do is here, we shall have this as, let's see, not the audio unit extension. We'll use this one. Hit this here, and we'll go and find a. Let's see. We'll use a Rosetta bass line, and I'll send the bass line. So I'll send iFretless to bass line like this, and then we shall open up another one with audio unit extension, something to play iFretless sax, and we'll just use we'll use a particles. Use a particles. It doesn't need to be musical or anything like that. So, and we shall send iFretless sax to particles like this. So iFretless sax is now playing particles. Let's increase the density a bit. And we'll have this set at a D minor pentatonic. Not quite sure why particles is playing actually. Oh, we are. We'll have it on MIDI trigger. I'll just set that up in a minute. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is we're going to put in 2 visual mixers. And all we need to do is drop them into a slot there. So we have a visual mixer for iFretless and let's see, visual mixer for iFretless sax. Now, if we go into visual mixer now, you'll see that these are basically just marked on the next ones that we would have put in because I'm using the same session. So, for instance, number 6 is going to be the fretless bass. So we can just rename that, and we shall rename that to, I'll just do it with my fingers for a sec, bass. Okay, and then we shall name this one T7. Now, it's good to name them because otherwise, if you've got like a load going, it's going to get a bit confusing. So now we've got my microphone, the sax, and the bass. Great, super duper cool beans. We can leave them on mono, it's fine. So we can put them back basically in the center, a bit below the volume of the microphone. And we can open this up a little bit further. Now, if you've got more, sorry about that, that was my daughter calling. Right, if you've got more than one, let's see, if you've got more than 10 instruments set up, you'll then want to be using the groups so you can group them. They're not mute groups or anything like that, although you can set a whole entire group to mute if you like that. And if you go into your settings, you can see mute hidden groups. So if I unthingy that, unhighlight that, and then just take that out, you'll still hear it, but you won't see it. And this becomes handy if you've got a load of instruments running at the same time, sort of thing. So, go back to what's it's here. And if you've got your stereo channel, you just set it stereo and you can increase the width. And it'll split it like that for you and you can increase it. But, you know, for the purposes of this. So theoretically, we shall engage the thing to start again. And we'll engage particles back onto autoplay. We'll use host to transport here. And then it'll stop and start it like that. So this time we want to go to baseline, and with baseline it's cool because we have to switch it on, sort of thing. So what did I say it was? I can't remember what my key was now. D minor pentatonic. So go D minor pentatonic, generate, and then we can go mix. And that's how you set it up, guys. So you can set up a big load of instruments. Group them is good if you've got more than 10, otherwise it's going to get way too cluttered. And you can literally just look and move these and mix them to suit however you want your mix to be. But it's a visual representation of it, which is just awesome. So there you go. Sorry about that slight interruption from my my daughter calling. There'll be a slight cut there. That was one of our daughters calling us, and I'd forgot to turn off notifications. And that's a good point, actually, because if you don't turn off notifications while you're screen recording, it just screen records everything. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. That's Visual Mixer by Blue Mangoo. New app from Blue Mangoo there, which is very, very useful, I think. In fact, very useful. It's not just for AUM. You can use it in Cubasis. You can use it in GarageBand. You can use it in anything you want. And it makes mixing really, really, really pleasant to look at and easy to use. And yeah, I think it's super useful. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very, very much for watching, and I will see you later. Yes, if you liked it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Ta-ra.